The driver of that stolen Hyundai Kona refused to stop for law enforcement on the interstate. So you can take a look behind me at the waves that are coming in right now. The wind has really intensified. Follow me over this way. You can see those two cars underneath the carport. One of those caught on fire. Some of the streets here on Minnesota Key are unrecognizable. We've seen countless people cleaning their homes, removing furniture on the inside as workers haul sand from the streets here. Mayor Heitman's defense introduced 2 new drug tests showing a negative urine screen analysis and a negative hair follicle test. All lanes blocked, and then those 3 vehicles, this dark one over here to the side, these 2 white ones also in the median with bad front end damage there. Moving to my other camera, I can show you that all of the traffic is being diverted at this Immokalee Road exit, so you can see the backups right now, just bumper to bumper throughout that area. Innocent woman was caught in the crossfire. She was just getting into her car in the parking lot after work when she says she saw her passenger window shattered by gunfire. A bullet landed on her dashboard, narrowly missing her head. It's several blocks down this way, and we were going through patches of flooding like this throughout the entire way. And if you look further down this road, 2nd Ave North, far off in the distance, you can see some red and blue flashing lights. The Arcadia Rodeo holds the title of the first rodeo in the state of Florida. In court, Zecca appeared via conference call for his first appearance. He stood calmly before the judge as state prosecutors and his defense discussed next steps in this case. On the middle of the road, that's where you're going to have the least amount of that storm surge. Actually, you know what? He's changing his mind. He's saying, I don't think so. Not today. No water for me in this truck. In the event of a high water rescue, this high water rescue truck can carry up to 18 people to safety. This morning, we continue our coverage, marking 50 years since the murder of a young boy that changed Cape Coral forever. A local Little League park now carries more than chalk, lines, and bases. I sat down with those who knew Jason Verdau best, his coach and friend and teammate, to remember the boy behind the tragedy.
When I first met him, he was late for practice. I had to practice at Cape Elementary School, and all the kids were there. He wasn't there, and I looked across the field, and here he comes walking.
This grainy photo from the 70s is one of the last photos taken of Jason Verdau. Tom Gorton was Jason's baseball coach for 2 different teams, the Indians and the Yankees.
He was with his dad at the country club because his dad worked at the country club, and that's why he was late. But
take your time, I'm sorry.
50 years later, the memories still haunt him.
he had his bat, he had his ball, his glove, and he's walking across the field. And there was something about him. He was alive.
This is 50 years ago, but I still remember him being like very peppy, very energetic, very ready to play ball.
His son, Tom Gorton Jr., remembers too.
He was a lefty pitcher, lefty catcher. He played first base, but I remember him being like really good. Like, oh, this kid's good.
The Gortons have held on to this lineup card for decades. Edges curled, ink fading, showing the batting order. Tommy, number 9, and Jason, number 7. A memory and a boy they would never forget.
Cape Coral, a new city built to meet the lifestyle of today and tomorrow.
In the 1970s, Cape Coral was a young, growing community, a place where kids played outside and doors were left unlocked, until one day changed everything.
What do you remember about March 5th, 1976?
Well, his mother called me up, and she wanted to know if I had picked Jason up for practice, but I didn't have practice. I said, no, I didn't. She said, he didn't come home from school.
You're a 9-year-old kid, you're an 8-year-old kid, and you're just kind of living carefree. But I remember the day that, he was killed on my birthday, March 5th, 76. We had a birthday party, and I didn't know about it until one of my friends at the birthday party told me. And
Jason Verdau had been abducted, sexually assaulted, and murdered by Arthur Good III. a man accused of molesting children in the Northeast. According to reports, he walked away from an institution following his parents down to Southwest Florida. He was later arrested, convicted, and executed in Florida in 1984.
The day it happened, I took a deep breath.
The crime shook this community and changed how people saw their own safety.
It's changed the community, I think. Opened the eyes of some people in the community, but it just seems like a lot of people forgot about it.
But for those who knew Jason, the memory never faded.
It'll be 50 years since Jason's passing. I remember at least once a year, or not more, right? That's part of my DNA.
The field where he once played now bears his name, Jason Verdau Memorial Park, where a new generation of kids learn the game he loved.
Well, I don't want people to forget why that plaque is up there and what the whole story's about. And it's such a positive place up there. I can go up there and just sit in the car and watch the kids play.
For Gorton, it's a place of remembrance. Now, even his grandson plays on that same field, a living connection across generations.
One of his teachers, after all this took place, about 5 years, gave me a slip of paper. I think it was in his second grade. He said, "My name is Jason Verdau, and I want to become a baseball player." Big letters.
Big dreams for a little boy who never got to grow up. The Gortons also told me that last Saturday at the Little League home opener, their grandson and Jason's great-nephew were on that same field again. Both Gorton and Verdau, new generations, same field, just 50 years later. Chris, the Lee County Sheriff's Office says 34-year-old Renee Lambert has no prior criminal history. However, she now faces 2 charges after an alleged punch and kick to a 13-year-old boy on another team. Body camera video shows her fighting attitude continued even as deputies tried to arrest her. Just take a look.
Oh, you mad at them for hitting me?
I'm mad at an adult for attacking a kid.
Move.
Stop.
Don't
You're detained right now.
No, I'm not.
You are.
Goodbye.
You are. Stop.
Get your
Stop.
hands off me.
A fight on the football field leads to one mother's arrest.
I think I was utterly shocked because her son wasn't even on the field, for one.
Yelling, pushing, and physical contact is what you expect on a football field, but not from the parents.
Next thing you know, you got a bunch of 13-year-olds fighting on the field. Well, that parent takes this into her own hands. She comes on the field, she grabs a kid, and she starts striking the kid. We have no room for this.
As the fight breaks out on the field between the Southwest Florida Panthers and Fort Myers Falcons, there's a lot going on. Once we slow down the video, you can see this mom throwing hands, even kicking at a 13-year-old boy on the opposing team.
I think after the mom stepped on the field, it definitely made it bigger than what it was.
I spoke with Curtis Jones. He's a high school student who films games for his dad's media company. He even played for the Falcons when he was younger.
I think it was just one bad seed, one bad apple. That whole organization is amazing people that I grew up with.
34-year-old Renee Lambert was later arrested by nearby deputies working a detail during the game.
You are being pointed out as being a suspect right now. You are detained. You are detained.
So where's number 9? Go get number 9.
A kid?
Yes.
You're an adult.
She is charged with resisting an officer, as you can see, and cruelty towards a child. After spending Saturday night in jail, Lambert was released on Sunday. That game was canceled after the fight. Now, both teams have sent Wink News statements denouncing Lambert's behavior, and the Falcons, the team that her own child plays for, says they have permanently banned Lambert from any further games or Falcons activities. I'm live at Brooks Park in Lee County. Annalise Iraola, Wink News. When the storm surge recedes and debris and sand are left in its place, people on Minnesota Key are left to pick up the pieces. What were your first reactions when you came here and saw what had happened to this home?
Tears. It's sad, you know, the water damage because they just got through putting everything back together from Ian and the struggles they had with that.
I met Leslie Albritton as she and her family gutted their friend's home on Minnesota Key.
Now we've got 2.5, 3 foot of water inside that moved all the furniture and just kind of soaked everything. So yeah, it's heart-rending, but we'll get through it. They'll get through. Yeah.
You can see right there, that's how far it came up.
Oh my gosh. You can see the water line in this home several feet high. Piles of furniture line the streets as people clear out their soaked belongings.
I came to help a friend that lives out here on the island. His house got flooded, and so I've been helping a couple of the neighbors while I'm out here.
Neighbors like Ty Young are here to help in any way they can, but it's tough to see the state things are in.
We were here for Idalia, and it's terrible. It's just a terrible feeling. It makes you want to cry. So I know what it feels like, so we came out to help today and see what we could do to help our neighbors out.
Workers clear sand from the roads. Neighbors and family carry furniture together. It's said many hands make for light work, and there's plenty of work to be done after Helene.
Help your friends. If you see somebody that needs help, just go help them. Squeegee, do whatever you can do, mop, whatever you can do. Just be there for your friends and your neighbors.
When you're walking along the beaches of Sanibel, you expect to see boats in the water, but not like this. One sailboat is causing a headache for neighbors who live along Lighthouse Way. And neighbors I spoke with tell me the boat has been there for months now. Now it's on the beach and could be dangerous for homes or the seawall too. So I reached out to city officials and FWC to get some answers.
Every time it changes, it's always shocking. It's like, oh, look at this. Call my wife, look where it is today.
As the tide comes and goes on Sanibel, one boat has two.
You know, it sank again or it moved, and yeah, it's been entertaining as it just sort of moves all around here.
Barnacles on the bottom, seaweed on the sides. It's clear this sailboat has seen better days. Michael Frazier lives on the beach. He says the boat has been floating around in various places since at least October of last year, maybe longer. But after a recent storm washed it ashore, now the boat has gotten too close for comfort.
It's been mildly entertaining until then, and then now we realize just, how much damage it could do. If it had come right up to our wall, I never really seemed like it was going to get that far. Then it gets pretty scary.
Eric Jackson, PIO for the city of Sanibel, says the city is aware and working with Florida Fish and Wildlife to get the boat removed.
Our police department has been in contact with FWC. They're working with them, and then FWC will work with the owner to get this removed.
FWC tells me they've been in contact with the owner of the boat since November last year, but now they're moving forward with a derelict vessel investigation. I was on scene today when an FWC officer came out to assess the situation, even putting a notice on the derelict boat. But hopefully soon for neighbors, this eyesore of a sailboat will be gone for good.
Yeah, get rid of it, and they will eventually.
Now that there's a derelict vessel investigation in the works, I asked FWC for a timeline for the boat's removal. FWC says it can range depending on a number of factors, anywhere from a couple of months to a year on the high end.